Right away, a loose football, and the Bengals grab it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On third down, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Radley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Let's go.
Mayfield on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24. Garoppolo now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a third and 6.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Joe Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 23-yard line.
And the Bengals first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone, moving upfield and making those plays in the backfield.
It's a big body moving upfield, too.
13.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They toss to Mixon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80! Watch the slant. Shoot! 11.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go. 80! Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Mayfield. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Good. 180. Point it right. Check right. Watching you five.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing, Mayfield, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 13 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, here's Nixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st down, Nixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they run with Nixon. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Steps away. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
36. 1 Omaha. Check.
That's complete right around the 8. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
King. Hurry. 59. Hey, watch the slat.
Mayfield on play action. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Pistol. Hurry! 57. Push him back. 57. My God.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
57 to Mike. Hey, come on.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
180! 150! Get that quarterback!
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They'll run again with Hunt. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
180! Check 55 to mine. We ain't giving up nothing today. Regular.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Check. 53. Come on. Watch the screen. 65. 55. 53. Hit.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33.
A gain of 21 yards. And a Bengals first down.
Here we go, here we go,
So
here we
a
go.
first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. They'll run on first down. Bernard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go. 180. Mike. Oh, here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this ride.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down, Bernard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 56 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal, Garoppolo. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And we're back now here in Cleveland, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second down now, Bernard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Browns drive about to get started. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They run again with Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, gun.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. Past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Tackle made that time by Christian Sam.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run. This is Hunt. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Set, 180. Alert. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Watch twist. General West. Real.
On third down, Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, alert 3. Hey, alert.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So for Cleveland, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.